Nigel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm such a lady, I probably won't talk too crazy. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, look at my gray hair showing. Lord, not my age.
But you know what, though?
Your gray hair
She
where?
got a little bit. But you know what, though?
It's like...
But the fact that you embracing it, though, like...
Oh, yeah, I'm letting it grow out.
Yeah.
But it just looks like highlights. It doesn't look like...
Thank you.
No,
I'm thinking about going back ginger, though.
My homegirl 30, she's starting to get grays now too though. Hers is worse than hers though. Like, but she like now she like.
I got
she
weave
like
in,
it,
so you can't see mine. I have a whole streak.
Storm.
I have a whole streak on this side. My mom is white here. She has a black streak here. She has a white. She's always had this white streak, and then now her edges are all white. So.
You think your daughter gonna have the same thing?
She already has gray hairs. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
she has a streak.
That's dope though.
My daughter has the same little whisker streak that I have. Mine is thicker now.
What's that mean?
It means you're touched by God.
Not facts.
Hey, Nigel. Did too hard, bruh.
Shout out Nigel, shout out everybody here, shout out Unspoken. We in the A.
Quiet on set.
We talking about exes.
Dealing with ex-partners is today's conversation. What boundaries are necessary when maintaining contact with ex-partners? If you are even maintaining contact.
I only have one ex really, and maintaining contact for us is all about the kids. So on my end, okay, sure, bye, got it.
Just keep it short.
Keep it nice, short, and simple. The more you talk, the more conflict comes into play. And so I feel like, for me, I can't speak for everyone, I speak for myself, it's just about being communicative. Like, okay, sure, I can do that. I got you. I'll send that. They'll be there type thing. So as far as dealing with exes, if I don't have any ties to an ex like I do with my kids, it's over with.
No, you're right. To me, it just depends on how we end. Like, because I don't have kids or anything. So it's like, if we had good conversations, I'm like, I don't think it's going to work out. Then, I'll talk to you to a degree. But if I'm already moved on, I'm a queer, so you probably not going to hear from me at all.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's like something that, I don't know. I have one ex that I still talk to, but that's because we kind of into the same things a little bit. But if it ain't talking about a camera or anything, like we barely talk. But I know that she know that I'm like super good at it, so she know that it's like one of them things. But again, it's about how we end, because if we didn't end too good. So y'all like
advice friends.
Yeah, and I see every once in a while. I remember like 2 or 3 times out the year.
So it's like y'all have a friendship where y'all are able to like have conversations.
But that's because it didn't end
other.
bad. It's just that we just grew apart. We started being in different circles. But the things that I guess what brought us back together was the camera. But at the same time though, she's in a relationship, or she was in a relationship, I don't know shit no more. And then me still dating, it's like, man, if you got any questions, I give advice to anybody, so I don't make it seem like it's a big deal. But
yeah, you do. You give me advice all the time. Yeah. I feel like that. I feel like it depends on how you leave off, for sure.
Yeah.
My ex and I left off on bad terms, so we kind of continue those bad terms. Yeah. Right now, we just co-parent the best way we can for our kids. Yeah. But I'm friends with plenty of exes before him, but they weren't serious relationships. So I feel like the more serious you are, the more things you have tied into each other, it's harder to communicate with exes. But I feel like if you can be amicable and you split on an amicable reason, you can be friends. But if not, no, I'm not friends with my ex. We not cool. We co-parent, and that's that.
I was gonna say we beefing.
We ain't beefing,
but you know how it goes. Yeah.
I don't beef with anyone, so like it's not beef, but it's just like, you know, do your part and I'll do my part, and we can keep it like that. I don't feel the need to be friends with exes at all. I mean, I go on dates and block people. So. Yeah.
I got a hard time like talking to people for a long period of time, period. So I already know like when it comes to people that especially if we done been with each other for like, if we've been with each other for like less than 2 years, it's like you never gonna probably hear from me, honestly. Probably see me on Instagram or on the clip.
I don't even do Instagram. I will block you off my Instagram. If we not communicating
you gotta
anymore,
let them see the glow up though.
No, I feel like you saw enough when you were dealing with me. Bye.
Okay. This fool's still. Hold on, y'all.
Not you, Nigel, with your phone.
I know this. My cousin outside. Open the door. He might be walking. Just close it. He just said he outside. My fault, y'all.
It's okay.
Let me cut this shit off though. And here, I'm finna hand you my phone anyway, cause if he called, then we'll here. There we go. See if we catch. There we go. Okay, Toad. Yeah, Toad.
Got them hands.
What you got next?
How can past relationships impact current ones, and how should they be discussed? So, like, if you're talking to someone or you're getting into a new relationship, like, do you even have the conversations about your past relationship?
I think I think about boundaries. Like, that's what I think about, like, shit that you done been through. You don't necessarily have to say it came from your last relationship, but I'm assuming, like, these are things you done been through, you know what I'm saying, before, and you like, all right, I don't want to play about this. I don't play about this. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Just letting it know at the beginning.
I'm into life experiences. I'm not into your ex. Like, whatever happened between you and your ex, I feel like I'm a different person. I'm a new person, and whatever experience we have together is between us. Yeah. Whatever you have going on with your ex doesn't have anything to do with me, and I don't want to know what y'all did to each other. Right. I feel like that's a separate situation if kids are not involved. Honestly, I just want to know about the kids if there are kids involved. Mm-hmm. I know this is so hypocritical. I really don't even date men with kids.
Why you say that?
And I have 3. I just don't. I feel like I know what comes with situations that kids are involved. And so for me, I have my situation under control. And so I'm not really
sure about the other situation.
Yeah, like I don't want to really be in the middle of a bad situation where it's somebody else coming in jealous when I'm already dealing with my own stuff with my kid's father. Yeah. So it's super different. For me, it's hypocritical for sure, but I don't date men with kids. I try not to.
I think as we get older though, we done been through so many relationships, so many situationships that we can you can tell, like especially when you get in your 30s, like the type of conversations is not the same conversations you're gonna have. So you can kind of tell through people's demeanors and how they be around people, kind of like what they're about and what they've kind of been through.
Hell now, as far as 1 to 2 dates, I know what's up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Cause man, 1 date for sure. But yeah. I think that then the more you date, you can kind of be like, all right, cool, I'm cool with this. I might not be cool with that, but I can kind of get over it. And I feel like that's how you can go about it. But I mean, because everybody ain't perfect, everybody got things going on. But I just feel like being able to see the journey and being able to see the growth, I feel like it makes
I would rather skip the journey. Like, don't tell me what happened to get you to where the man that you are right now. Just show me the man that you are right now. Yeah. And then, like, I don't want to, like, prejudge you off of something that you did with your ex or something that your ex did to you to make you feel a certain type of way in your reaction. So for me, I don't really care as long as you're free, single, open to dating and being in a serious relationship. That's all that matters to me. I try my best to not date men with kids, and it has worked out for me so far. I don't introduce men to my kids, so no.
Yeah, I feel you on that. You got to play it smart.
Yeah.
Can we go back to your discussion about co-parenting and how it can impact relationships and family dynamics?
Yeah. You don't have kids.
Mm-mm. No, you don't have kids. If I'm dating you.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Take it from there.
If you were dating me and I have kids and you don't,
right,
I would just try to be as open with you as possible about like what I have going on with them as far as like my scheduling and why I may not be as free. Right. But that's about as open as I would be about my kids. Yeah. You would have to like seriously be in a relationship with me to even know about my kids. Right. And as far as, I mean, I wouldn't want someone that I'm just dating to like go hit their dad up and be like, hey, I'm having this problem with such and such and the kids, and I don't want to put him, myself, or the kids in that situation.
I think it just deal with, well, from my standpoint, I was thinking, well, you have to definitely deal with somebody that's mature though, that's gonna be able to be okay with whatever you got going on. Cause I know a lot of times I had no issue too, especially in my 20s. If I'm dating somebody with a kid, you kind of like. Cause I may like spare the moment stuff. I don't want to call you, but let's go to the movie tonight. But you can't, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I can.
I have a nanny.
But for most
I can go to the movies.
Yeah, but for most women, you have that space. You be like, do I really want to deal with? See, those are the moments where you can like. You got to talk to yourself and be like, do I want to keep doing this? Because if it's like this, it's going to be like this later on down the line. Like, maybe you might have more leverage when y'all are dating, but that's just the small part of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's
and
like
I guess for me, for dating, it's just fun for me right now.
Yeah.
I've been single now for almost 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I haven't dated seriously. I tried once and it didn't work out for me. So I don't like crazy and I don't like possessiveness. And I feel like coming from one relationship where you have kids and you moving into something different, you need to take your time. And when you're co-parenting with someone and kids are involved, it's important who you're dating. Who you're dating will be around your kids. Who you're dating will be around your ex. Like, they will have some type of influence over the ex or the kids or something. So it has to be the most peaceful ground that you can walk on.
Yeah.
And you may not accept the partner that your ex-partner has chose, but you have to make it work.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you have exes and kids and even exes with no kids involved, especially if there's a friendship involved, you have to be respectful of the situation. And for me, sometimes that can be the hardest thing for me dating. I will cut somebody off for them asking me about my ex. Like, you don't need to know too much about that I don't give you. Like, if I'm not in open dialogue to you about what's going on between my ex, myself, and my kids, then don't push it. Because
you think it's an insecurity though, if he asking?
I don't like. I feel like a lot of people. I feel like it's an insecurity that when guys or women ask me about my ex because they think maybe I'll go back because it's my family dynamic, or they think maybe there's still an open door in and out, like a baby mama, baby daddy situation.
I think it's a smart thing to ask early on, be like first or second date, but when you're like repeatedly, you're gonna say that's what I feel like
over and over again, like pressing the issue, like, oh well, I could talk to him about this, or I could step in and do this. Like, my kids are well taken care of. They spend time with their mom and their dad. There's no reason for you to even be involved without a ring on my finger. There's nowhere for you to talk to me about my kids if you're not seriously looking to date me for the rest of my life and be in their life. To date me is to be in my kids' life, and I don't dictate what my ex does. I dictate what I do, and I just choose not to put that around my kids, that energy. When I date freely and I date fun. That's what I do. I have fun. I've been tied down for 14, 15 years.
So we outside.
I'm outside. I'm not even looking for that. I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not looking for anything. I'm looking to learn myself as an individual and know who I am as a person. And to come in and say, this happened the past 14, 15 years of your life, but that's not who you are. You have a new paper right here with nothing written on it, and now it's time for you to write your story. For me, dating somebody, they have to be willing to come in and say, I'm going to be a part of her life. She's not a part of my life. I already have my life. I've already been married. I've already been divorced. I have my 3 kids, and I'm raising them. So for me, if you see me doing me like that with myself and my kids, you shouldn't have any insecurity about my ex because he's nowhere in the picture except for pick up and drop off. Yeah.
With that said, what are some healthy ways to handle jealousy and insecurity related to ex-partners?
Oh, that's a good question. For me, handling jealousy and insecurity from my ex's partner or from my partners for my ex, I just feel like as long as you keep people out of the situation who you're not married to or have kids with or have a longevity with, then it's not even worth putting that effort into. It's just to see where it's going or how it's going. Right? I don't particularly care for my ex's girlfriend, but at the end of the day, she's there. She's there, she's around, she's in the picture. There's nothing I can do about that, but accept it and move on and be the best co-parent that I can be. When it comes to exes, I just don't feel like ex and ex should talk. I feel like you should be with that person. Your ex can be with whoever they want to be with, and the communication should still only be between you two.
I just think jealousy in general, like, it's not healthy. I mean, I think that sometimes in human nature, you might feel a certain way about certain things, but I feel like if the communication there, then that should kind of that should be able to open up your heart a little bit to be okay with what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times in those situations, the communication is not there, and that's how you have those issues. I think that when you, especially when you're talking and you really asking the proper questions, you know what I'm saying, then that alleviates half of your headache right there. I mean,
you would think, right?
Yeah, well, you would think, but I would think that it's that, and then really figuring out how much you like that person. You know what I'm saying? Because if you like that person, you will be more understanding of what they got going on than vice versa.
Right. I think that when you leave women to handle situations, things can get nasty and messy in a certain sense when it comes to exes and involvement, especially when kids are involved, even if no kids were involved. I just feel like that gateway should be open through the mutual party.
In fact,
if he's the mutual party, if he wants his ex and his new woman to be at least cordial. That's something that he would have to do. Because if things are uncordial between an ex and a new person, it's because the person in the middle is swaying the opinion, right? And only if the new person is in the picture are they going to feel like, oh, I have to believe what they say, right? Because I'm with you, right? And I see you, I see your hurt, I see how you're feeling. You're obviously talking about it. You feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So that person can try to be there for the mutual party.
You gotta be open though.
Yeah, you have to be open. You have to be mature. You have to be grown enough to say, this is a mess that I made. This is the bed that I made, and I'm gonna lay in it.
Not even on your part. I'm gonna open on the other part to be able to accept that, to be able to open up and be able to even be open air to those conversations. Because obviously that's what you're telling him. You know what I'm saying? So he got to be open to be able to be okay with that and to be able to hear you out.
Until the person in the middle
and listen, not judge.
Is like doing the right thing, then all out parties will be on the outs. And I just feel like it takes the mutual party of the ex and the new person to bring it together and say, hey, I'm still cool with this person. Yeah. If they have my kids, I have to have some type of respect, so do you. It's vice versa. If I had a man, I would say that. I would say, hey, listen, these are my kids' fathers. You're not here to be a father. You here to play stepdaddy. You here to play my daddy. Like, there's no reason for you to dictate my kids. You know, they have a dad. They have a father. He's in their life.
You're right.
So I feel like with exes, it's all about territory and what the mutual party allows.
Are you a jealous type?
Am I the jealous type? I'm the get gone type. Okay. So, I mean, if you even make me feel jealous or insecure in any type of way, I'm the type to throw it in your face and do something bad. Like,
gaslighters.
Yeah, that can be manipulative. But you only learn to be a narcissist if you're with a narcissist. So, I play the game well and I learned it well.
That's a bar right there.
Hello?
That's a real bar. For real.
No, and I feel like life is fun. It's full of experiences, and you don't get to say what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Life happens, and it hits you. And when it hits you, it's all about the strong will survive. How are you handling that?
I think I had a conversation with somebody that I was telling them, like, as I get older, I'm starting to, like, have more grace when it comes to people that I'm dating, and I don't think I had that grace when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Rightfully, I think it was what's the word? I think me being naive and me being immature way of thinking, like, I think as I'm getting older, I'm kind of like really like understand situations and be okay with things that I wasn't okay with when I was younger.
Right. And you get older. We were just talking about that. Like, when you get older, you grow to a different place that you never thought you would go, right? Everything that was interesting to you in your 20s are not interesting to you in your 30s.
30s, for sure.
Everything in your 30s you've seen in your 20s, right? And so then it's like you get to your 30s and you're like, oh, I need to figure this out. Like adulting sucks, actually.
I figured that a long time ago, but you're right, though.
Adulting sucks, and it's hard to be an adult in this world, especially living here in Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, where's Atlanta, though?
I feel like Atlanta is like a hot spot.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to, like, slow down here. I live in the burbs, and I live a pretty fast life.
I think, it depends on what you went to, what you were exposed to. But if you in Atlanta, you're going to be exposed to a lot of things.
What's your typical woman? Like, what are you into? Right now, what are you looking for?
Right now, I'm looking for, let me see, how can I put this? I think I'm getting to a point where obviously I'm looking for a wife or whatever I do, but I've been single for 6 years.
A wife or whatever is crazy.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Like, I mean, I'm definitely looking for a wife for sure. But I think
you've been trying to get Nigel to be concise with what he wants.
I bet my
what
whole
do you want, Nigel?
No. I want a wife. I've been having that feeling for like the last 2 years. But I think that me dating is not an issue. It's me, like, my issue has been separating that from my work. And I think that's my biggest issue. I've been so, like, focused on that. What you mean by that?
You play while you sleep?
No, not really.
You be missing business with pleasure?
But no. I'm saying that, like,
work as an excuse not to be committed.
Oh, you too busy to be in a relationship. Too busy to me just screams not ready. Like red flag.
But it's not that I'm not ready. It's more so of like, I just got to be with somebody. I just got to really have somebody that's really understanding what I got going on. And then I got to be a little bit more open.
What's your type?
I don't really have a type.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't. You think I got a type?
Please, you got a type, Nigel. What is it?
I don't got a type. I swear.
Dark skin, light skin, big booty, little
booty.
Both.
I date little.
Heavy on top and light.
It's real talk. While we're talking about this, we're gonna bring it back to the conversation. Are there any characteristics about an ex that you have that you want your new partner to have?
Do you look for characteristics in your ex in your new partner? Like, are there things from your ex that you love that you had to let go of that you looking for in your new woman?
Well, not really. If I'm gonna be honest with you, the last person I was dating with for like 2 years, and that was like when I was like 24, 25, and I haven't dated nobody since then. Before that was with college, and I was with there for 4 years. Honestly, the situation I was in college, kind of like, because how bad it was, like all the way up to I was like 28, I don't want to give a damn about being in a relationship. Honestly, I was dating for having a good time, and mainly because I want to be outside, and I'm 20. What it is. The last 4 years, the people that I've been dating, it's been cool. I think for the most part, I've just been so locked in on this and work that it kind of like has got me in this space that I'm trying to get out of. Honestly, like. I'm trying to be able to. I mean, it's easy to date, but it's like
it's so easy to date.
But with guys, you have to like. If I want to do it, I want to be all the way in it. Like I don't want to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like,
you feel like it's more difficult for guys to date than women? Because you said for
I think
guy,
it's easier to date, but the pick the right one is the hardest thing. It's like you got all these options, but you got to weed through a lot of bullshit. Do
you feel like women take what they accept differently than what men take? Like, do you feel like it's harder for men to date and accept a woman for who she is as for a woman to date and get what she want out of it?
I think it's easier for a guy to find somebody more than a girl, especially in Atlanta, because it's like,
oh my God,
it's like 9 to 1.
No, Atlanta's bad.
It's
I
like
don't even date
9 to 1.
here.
I'm just talking about like guys. It's like 9 girls
I date
for
on
one
a plane,
guy.
okay? I'm flued out here.
But it's like you gotta go out of in fact, got to, cause here is
I'm
like.
flued out. Do not try to see me in Atlanta, okay?
But it's like cause in my 20s I used to like use that as a flex, like we got so many options. But now I'm realizing like it's really nothing outside for real. If
you try to date me in Atlanta, I'm putting my phone on silent at night.
Why you say that though?
Cause this shit is going off. It's going off right now.
Yeah. What's wrong with dating in Atlanta? We just want to know first.
Everybody be lying in Atlanta. Everybody got families.
Everybody got families. Everybody outside. Nobody really like telling them what's really going on. Like
in Atlanta, it's a hustle and bustle.
It's a hustle facade, and it's a everybody celebrity thing. Like for you to even be not even be funny. Like for you to even be in my house, like it's because I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of times people be embarrassed to show you. And maybe because I'm in the house and a lot of other situations might be different, but I feel like, especially those initial conversations, you don't really be seeing that real, who that person really is, like, until you're able to, like, really, like, hang out with them. But with Atlanta, it's like everybody's a celebrity, so they try to show off their best selves.
Everybody think they a celebrity.
They think
Everyone thinks they're a celebrity.
I'm just saying, the mindset is, like, but so
that's
it's
why
like,
I live up north.
I feel like they be throwing everybody off. Like, people like really came, like, to people, like, genuinely, and it's okay not to have everything going on, but just to be, you know, genuine from the jump, then I feel like it'll make those conversations more genuine. I feel like that's what's spoiling like this shit. Cause now it's like you feel like ain't nothing outside, and I'm feeling like ain't nothing outside.
No, I hate outside.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm never outside. I'm always in the house. I'm only outside if I'm getting paid. So like I'm never just outside for no reason. Like if I'm outside, there's a purpose. It's a check being collected or some fun to be had. So that's where I'm at. I feel you on that though. I feel like.
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm
going
different though. I'm finna go. No, I have.
You've been single since I met you, and I think I met you like 4 years ago.
But you know, we met at a good time though.
We met at a great time. We met at a great time. We met on Clubhouse.
Yeah, people don't know that.
People don't know that. Nigel and I met on Clubhouse only like we started fucking with each other from our voice.
Yep.
Just how we talked and how we got to know each other.
Making rules and
kind of sound, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah, he do. Nigel, why we ain't never been on a date?
We were supposed to go on a date. A week ago.
Why we never been on a date? We known each other for 4 years.
Well, hold on, no, we can't put it all on me.
No.
I'm not gonna put it all on you. I'm just asking a question.
We can put it on.
We are putting it
The club with our friends don't count as a date. So like, why we never been on a date?
No, we can go on a date.
What's your type? That's why I asked you. What's your type?
You my type.
Oh my God, and what is
Being
that?
real.
Tell me what that is.
Genuine, nice, down to earth, beautiful. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Look at me. What else?
That's all I need right there. I mean, that's that.
I'm gonna do something that this one comedian would do on his show. Okay.
What?
Name 3 physical things you like about her, and then name 3 characteristics about her.
I like that she's a hustler. She knows how to talk, and that she's first of all, she's very talented. Let me put that out there. Even I've seen you on different platforms, and I feel like you're very talented. Period, though. Acting and doing TV. What was the other one? Because I done gave a 4.
Three, and then do three things about her physically that you like.
Physically,
You need me to stand up?
Oh, no, you got.
Oh.
No, honestly, I like.
Because I spin around.
I'm being honest. I like her. I like her height. She's very. She's perfect for me. I'm saying I like that for a fact. I like her face. And your eyes.
The whole
Thank
thing.
you.
No, for real.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Let's do the butt. For real.
You know her eyes are part of her face. Your face.
I think she already know that.
I don't know anything. We lived in the same place for years.
We have.
We bumped into each
I
other
think
in
life
places.
is just. Oh yeah, we definitely have. I think
We
life
bumped
be
into
life
each other like in multiple places.
Randomly though. That's crazy though.
We had some wild times.
Oh, you know what though? I thought about that too.
Oh my
I
God.
was thinking when we was at we went to bowling.
Yeah, we done had some wild times. We had fun times.
That's the last time we went out though.
We've had fun times. Okay, I'm gonna name. I don't know why we haven't gone on an official date. I think like we dated once, but group dated.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna name my characteristics for you.
No, good.
I love that you're driven.
Thank you.
I love that you're serious about like what you do in your life. I love that you're respectful of yourself. Another characteristic about you is this probably wouldn't be a characteristic everybody noticed, but I love how nervous I make you.
And the fact that she know that is crazy though.
Yeah.
She know that though.
I love that. And 3 things I love about your body is, of course, your height. You know, above 6 foot is available to ride this ride.
That's right.
So I know that.
That's right.
I love your eyes. I love hazel eyes. I like that.
Oh, thank you.
And another bodily characteristics. I know you go to the gym. I know you work out. I know you eat and you can cook. So I like that. Real homebody. I like that. A homebody in the streets is a plus for me.
No, let's do it. That's
Yeah.
facts.
So in conclusion, so we can go ahead and make this date happen. We're gonna figure out the date after
Check
we
us back in
conclude.
3 weeks.
Take it back 3 weeks.
So in conclusion, dealing with ex-partners, just give some advice about it when you go into a new relationship, what to do, what not to do.
I think dealing with ex-partners is just a learning experience. I think you should take whatever you don't learn from not even your last ex, but your previous exes,
And experiences.
and experiences for sure, and take it into your new relationship. I think that if you can do that, especially at your big old age, you definitely will.
Ask me the question again, too.
You definitely will be able to do everything you need communication-wise to make sure your partner is comfortable with what used to be going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
So
good.
in conclusion, how do you deal with exes? Can you give advice on what to do, what not to do when entering a new relationship?
I feel like dealing with exes when it comes to new relationships is don't argue. That's something that will trigger your new person, arguing with your ex. Dealing with them is like need to basis. Like if I don't need to deal with you, I don't have to. It's not going to upset my new partner. It's not going to make them feel any type of way. Have boundaries. Boundaries are important when dealing with exes and new people. Some people have friendships with their exes. I do not. I have kids with my exes, so I have situationships with my ex, and that has to be dealt with because we have kids.
Yeah.
I think that involving a new partner in that is to let them feel comfortable and let them know the situation and say, hey, this is what it is. This is how it is. This is how it's going to be. And as long as you stay respectful of that, then we'll be cool. Like, don't step on my toes because I'm handling it the best I can. All I need for you to do is support me. So I feel like give and take. If you're the person who's dealing with an ex and a new person, then you have to be cautious of those feelings that a new person and have boundaries with your ex.
I agree.
There is a question. There's a question I want to ask you specifically. That is on here. And it made me think about something that's actually happening in like the celebrity world too. So the question is, how do you handle your ex having a relationship with your family after the relationship is over? Because I know like you have kids with your ex.
Yeah.
And so,
That's a really good question. I can answer that.
And it made me think about the whole thing when like people were like Offset being at Cardi B's like grandma's birthday or something like that. So like what is that dynamic like? And that like I'm asking it after we did the whole thing because I feel like this would be a great like extra content piece.
Okay.
No, you good.
I feel like dealing with family dynamics when it comes to exes, I am very cool with my ex's mom, and he is very not cool with my mom. So I feel like you deal with things accordingly. Sometimes I get backlash from being cool with his mom. Sometimes her and I get in trouble for how close we are. And then sometimes I have to stand up for my mom for how not close they are. So I feel like when you're dealing with exes, it's all about boundaries. It's a boundary with family, it's a boundary with new relationships, and it's a boundary with children when they're involved. And just respecting each other's spaces. If you respect each other's space, I feel like moving forward, you go in a positive light. If you have a problem with respecting each other, then it'll always be a negative light. So respect each other, move forward, keep it pushing, and keep it right for the kids if you have them.
No, I agree. I can talk on that too though, see, cause all the ex's parents love me still. They want me to date their daughter, but it be
You a good stepdaddy?
Yeah, I mean, I like kids. I like
kids?
I like nurturing. I like hanging out.
Your ex's parents be looking for you.
No, I think it's just that when we was dating, I had a good relationship with them. Even though it didn't work out with the relationship, it's like when I see him, I still like you. Well, how you been? It's more so I even get like texts and birthdays, like, hey, happy birthday from parents, stuff like that.
Absolutely, I'm very cool with my
mother-in-law. That just let me know that I was doing a good job and that relationships really do matter. So they kind of it puts a smile on my face to still have a relationship though, but it's a good feeling.
But how does that affect you with your ex-partner? Like, does it rub your ex-partner the wrong way?
Because it's not like an everyday thing. So it's just like on like occasions or like I done seen people going out there or not even mother and daddy, like sisters or brothers, stuff like that. People that I done knew because of the relationship, but just over time, just talking to them and just, I might see them out, you know what I'm saying? Or I might get a text or something. I seen you was working on this show. Congratulations on X, Y, and Z. Right. You keep it short and sweet. You just move on.
You just keep it moving. And that's how I feel. I feel like as long as the ground is respectful, it's respectful to everybody else. But when there's turmoil with those two exes, everybody on the outskirts feel it. And it's not fair to everybody. It's only fair to the people you're involved with. I'm super cool with my ex's mom. Me and him can't stand each other. So like we only co-parent. But I mean, I love his mom. Wow. And although she has been hard on me in my life and my relationship with him, she taught me a lot of ways to be a woman. Yeah. So I mean, I've watched her be a single mom and now I'm a single mom. I don't hold anything against her now that I'm in her shoes. Yeah. I respect her and I always will. Yeah. Okay. And, I would hope the same for him and my mom. Nigel.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.